Wednesday, March 12th, I'm Gus Rosendale in for Michael today.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at some subway issues. We have a few of them apparently. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa has the forecast. 49 here in the city right now.
That's right. As far as high temperatures go, it's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. So you want that jacket once again, but we're starting to see those brightening skies at sunrise in about 45 minutes or so. It is cool but dry as we take a look at Midtown. And 48, yeah, that's what we have at Central Park right now, but we're at 41 in Danbury and Peekskill. Newburgh coming down to 31 right now, with Chester at 34 degrees, Norwalk 41, Basking Ridge also in the low 40s right now, 42 there, Parsippany at 40 degrees, but 48 at Newark. So temperature-wise, again, yes, cooler than yesterday, but still above average just a hair, and with sun and clouds still overall fairly pleasant. We'll see 51 degrees by 2 o'clock on our way up to a high of 52. Again, mostly cloudy skies from time to time as well, and then we see that into the overnight with temperatures dipping back down into the low 40s, and there may be a few sprinkles, especially north of the city late tonight. More on that in a bit, but at 6:31, want to get you out the door. Adele, what are you watching?
Right now we do have some issues here. 4, 5, and 6 trains. You can expect to see delays and service changes, so it's going to cost you some extra time. Keep that in mind. Hitting the roadways right now, let's take a quick look around town. Alexander Hamilton Bridge, some minor delays here westbound into the George. Tight ride on the LIE westbound into Woodhaven Boulevard. Also, Gowanus Expressway is going to slow you down eastbound into the Brooklyn Bridge. But if you are heading onto the FDR Drive by the RFK Bridge, you will be good to go. Darlene, back to you.
All right, thanks so much. 6:31 right now. Happening today, a court hearing for Mahmoud Khalil. His lawyers are challenging his deportation after the activist was detained by ICE over protests at Columbia University. Today, New York's Romney Smith is live from...
It's also a good day to take a dog for a walk, and Maria joins us right on that point.
We all know how much we love our babies. And I'll tell you, Benny is a lucky baby.
This is my child.
That's your baby. And look at that face.
No,
Are you kidding?
He's the cutest ever.
The cutest. We've heard good things about you, Benny. And you do good things for mommy, too. Yeah, everybody's in a good mood when you start off with that face, right? And it is a good day to get outside a little early. It's dry. Yes, it's a little cool. Temperature starting off in the 40s for the most part, north and west, a few 30s out there. But you can see sun and clouds. Now, we may get more clouds later on, and the one spot, the north of town here, is where we're looking at maybe picking up a few showers late tonight into early tomorrow. You can see, for the most part, really, really light, pretty quick out by tomorrow morning. One thing we are kind of stuck with here heading into tomorrow morning and the afternoon, the clouds and the cooler temperatures. And in fact, an east wind sets up, and that's going to kind of lock everything in. And we are starting to feel that right now, that northeast tug. And so even through tomorrow morning and the afternoon, whenever there's an east wind like this and the low clouds, there may even be a little bit of lingering drizzle. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. In the meantime, yes, sun and clouds today. There's that boundary that's keeping us on the cooler side today. So about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. And of course, not that bright, warm sunshine that we also had yesterday. But we will see the 60s return. This is going to be ahead of the cold front. So by the end of the weekend, now the timing for this rain arrival looking a little bit later into Sunday, so the bulk of the weekend will be dry. This could produce even some rumbles of thunder, and as it exits, may linger just a little bit too long into early on Monday. So we'll keep an eye on that timing, of course, for the St. Patrick's Day parade. But I think you got to get the phones ready. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful sunrise. 48 right now with light winds. We're heading up to 52. Coastal spots feeling a little bit cooler, of course, but 40 degrees overnight tonight. Again, mostly cloudy skies. That lingers into tomorrow. We're back into the 50s Friday and Saturday. 60s Sunday and Monday. But again, that's coming with the front and some showers. And as far as rain chances go, that really might be it for the next week and a half. We have a pretty dry 10-day again after that bout of rain over the weekend. Temperature-wise, staying in the upper 50s near 60 degrees. All right, 6:49 now. Adele, what's slowing us down?
Right now, the rails are definitely slowing us down. The good news is service changes have cleared out. The bad news is we're left with delays with your 1, 4, 5, 6 E and F trains. So give yourself lots of extra time if any of those lines are part of your morning commute. Garden State Parkway northbound by the Essex tolls, we have a stalled car that's taking out one lane. Expect to see a slow go going back to about 280 at this point. Luckily, you have the turnpike moving along just fine through there. 202 both ways still shut down for lingering construction. This will wrap up in about 10 minutes or so from Black Oak Ridge Road out to Jackson Avenue. Stick to 287 in the meantime. And the Staten Island Expressway delays are picking up here heading into the Verrazano Bridge. Bridge and on the Belt Parkway westbound into Lefferts Boulevard. Gus, back to you.
And Adelle, some more Commuter.
Tracking a warm Wednesday morning and even some sunshine, but some changes are coming. Your forecast is straight ahead. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It is Wednesday morning, March 12th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
And I'm Gus Rosendale. Adele's tracking the roads and the rails, and Maria's keeping an eye on the forecast. A little cooler today than it's been the last two.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon, mid and upper 60s,
so nice.
sunshine, light winds. I mean, it was beautiful. You could smell spring in the air. A little bit different today. Yeah, a little bit cooler by about 10 to 15 degrees, at least for the afternoon. You're off to a nice start, though. It's a pretty sunrise. But overall, this morning, compared to 24 hours ago, we're a smidge warmer. So you're kind of talking about even keel temperatures today, not budging a whole lot from where they are this morning. So we'll be slowly climbing out of the 40s, right about 48 degrees through lunchtime. So yeah, yesterday at lunchtime, we were closer to 60 degrees at that point. 51 degrees by 2 o'clock, on our way up to 52. Sun and clouds, especially early, perhaps a little more in the way of cloud cover later today, and maybe a stray shower north of town. Otherwise, again, dry, partly cloudy, temperatures slipping into the low 40s heading into tomorrow morning. All right, let's see how things are moving along so far. Adele, good morning.
Good morning, Maria. Good morning to everyone streaming with us, moving along very slowly right now. As a reminder, 80 eastbound remains shut down. It is expected to remain shut down for the next few weeks. This is because of ongoing road work due to that sinkhole from a few weeks ago. 80 eastbound right by exit 34 again shut down. Major backups through the area. 15 is also seeing some pretty heavy slowdowns. Stick to 46 or 10 instead. And if you are making your way onto routes 1 and 9 both ways, as a reminder, we do have that lane shift in preparation for the Hudson Tunnel that runs from Route 3 out to the Lincoln Tunnel. Darlene? Gus, back to you.
Okay, Del, thank you.
Wednesday morning, going to take a look at the weather with Maria. It's mild and we love it.
We love it, right? Above freezing everywhere. That's always a good start. A little bit of that northerly breeze kicking in some spots from Danbury. You're feeling that gust right now, 22 miles per hour. But looking ahead to the day, you can see from Hackensack, New Rochelle, Stamford, Mineola, temperature-wise, not budging a lot. So we'll end up close to 50 degrees in those areas through 4 or 5 p.m. Do have a warm-up in time for the weekends coming along with our next good chance of rainfall. So we'll take a look at that in the 10-day.
Governor Kathy Hochul laying out her...
Heading out to the roads right now in New Jersey, we've got a full closure on 287 northbound exits 59 to 66 because of a car fire. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to help you get around it. Let's take a live look outside right now, though, onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. Those eastbound cars are heading away from you. You're watching Today in New York.
20. Was it the first pandemic?
The owl?
The owl, yeah, which I know
That was
Maria
her
was
fave.
I know, it was a big deal.
Loved. And I got to meet the wonderful family behind this past Christmas party.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
It's just 9 months away, guys. About less than 9 months
take it easy.
until we get the next tree up.
Before
Come on.
we know it, yeah.
Before we know it. I have a better countdown. I think a lot more people are looking forward to this. 8 days away until astronomical spring, which means we flip the calendar. It officially arrives, the vernal equinox, at 5:01 a.m. on Thursday, March 20th. We had, of course, the beautiful spring weather yesterday, mid and upper 60s, sunshine, light winds. I mean, it was just that beautiful feel out there. So a little cooler than that today. In fact, only about 52 for the high. Sun and clouds. It's that northeast wind that every now and then will give that chill. So you want the jacket. 54 for Newark today. Islip at 50. Same for Bridgeport, close to that in Poughkeepsie. We also have just enough of a weather maker here north of town tonight. So late evening, overnight for maybe some light showers moving on through pretty quickly. And then we're dry heading into Saturday. Then that changes with another big spring system taking shape here. This one has everything with it. It has a snowy side, far from us, but also the potential for some severe weather here for portions of the Tennessee, Ohio, and Mississippi River valleys. By the time it gets to us, there is a possibility of some thunder, so we'll keep an eye on that. But it does look like the rain moves in the second half of Saturday, may linger a little bit into early on Monday. So we'll keep an eye on that for the St. Patrick's Day parade. It does look like, regardless of the rain timing, it will be a wind producer. And just to give you, again, that time of year, it was on this date back in 1993. We were watching one of our bigger snow thunderstorms take shape for the month of March. Number one, that blizzard of 93, more than 10 inches of snow. So a big snowmaker is possible this time of year, but the chances start to really come down. Obviously not happening today. We have a beautiful sunrise, 50 degrees by 1 o'clock, 52 the high. We'll stay in the 40s overnight tonight, and we stay in the 50s through Saturday. But notice not a ton of the bright sunshine for the next few days, so sun and clouds. Rain moves in and out Sunday into Monday. The 60s, though, we stay close to it next week with dry skies, upper 50s near 60. All right, let's check in with Adelle now, see how things are moving along.
Well, just as a reminder here, if you are heading out to your ferries, New York Waterway, Newburgh to Beacon, still suspended. All other lines are expected to be on or close today. Hitting the roads right now, we are watching this full closure here on 287 northbound. This is running from exit 59 to 66 because of a car fire. We have heavy rubbernecking delays on the southbound side as well. 17, though, through the area, still moving along just fine. We will, of course, keep a close eye on this and keep you posted on it. If you are making your way a little further east here, JFK Airport, as a reminder, around the terminals, we do have that long-term construction, definitely slows things down. So you're going to want to give yourself some extra time. Alternate side parking rules and meter rules are also in effect for today. Gus, back to you.
Adelle, thanks for the heads up. Well,